Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today for this conversation is Trisha Ghoshal, Ishan Shahane, and Sneha Sheesh Mukherjee. Tonight, in the eighth match of the Women's Premier League 2024 edition, we will see the UP Warriors take on Gujarat Giants, who haven't won a single match in the tournament so far. Sorry, Trisha. It is a clash between two bottom place sides. So both of these teams will be very, very desperate to get a win tonight. And let's see whose luck is good enough and who will play better. But Trisha, starting with you first, of course. Gujarat Giants, what do you think is going wrong?
I think the execution is going all over the place. I mean, I do not have a single doubt on any of the players because I think Gujarat Giants has a very good lot of players. It's just that all of them are out of sync when it comes to execution. And one good match, just one good match, and most importantly, I would say one good pitch. If they get one that good strap where Mooney gets going or a Litchfield gets going, then I think the whole, because if you actually see, Gujarat hasn't really bowled badly in the middle phase. It has been in the beginning, Tahu hasn't found her line, which is another shocker. Like when you bring in a Lee Tahu, who you expect her to be right on the money from ball one, that hasn't happened. And also the important name, because Hemalata has played very well. But I think the opening slot again has become a bit of a question mark. So yeah, all they need is proper good execution in one game, and I think it's also important for the whole league.
And Trisha, again, so sorry to tell you, but UP Warriors have won the toss and they have
Oh,
chosen to bowl first. But Sneha, she's looking at the match report here. Natalie Jamenos was doing the pitch report, and she said that pitches 5, 6, and 9 have been assigned for WPL, and bowlers get the most swing on pitch number 6, which is the surface that will be played on today. What do you think will be the
Pitch
key
number nine.
factors?
Pitch number nine.
That's what I said.
No, you said six.
Did I? Pitch
Yeah.
number nine, Ashish. What do
okay,
you
so
think?
that
Who
is
do you think it is the most favorable for, UP or Gujarat?
okay. So the pitch number 9 is being used today, right?
Right, yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so I think if that is true, then I think the Gujarat Giants bowler will look to like use the swing at least in the first 4 5 overs. But the toss is a big factor we know, and only yesterday and earlier one match only the chasing team failed to win a match in Bengaluru. So I think a good toss to win for again for UP. But for Gujarat, as Tushita said, I really want Gujarat to win today because for the whole tournament, a win for Gujarat will be beneficial because then the scenario will be like that all teams can still qualify after this match, today's match. So I think, and again, main problem for me, I think Gujarat yet to find their perfect 11, like the combination, who will be their opening combination, who will be their 3 4 5 batters and the specific and the all rounders. They are yet to find the perfect combination. I think they are still searching for that. I think if in this match they will look to find that, and if they win today's match, I think then they will look for a good momentum or a good run in the forward match.
Gargi,
Yes.
something extremely interesting. I mean, I know a lot of things are not working for Gujarat, and I'm sorry for interrupting. But you know, all the three matches, now this is the third match, Gujarat has just got surface number nine. That is pretty weird because it almost makes the toss a huge pressure thing
And they have
because
lost the toss in all
all
two
three,
matches that they
all three.
all three matches that they have.
Yeah, and it moves in the first this thing in the first session the ball moves around a bit, but in the second session it becomes better for batting with the dew coming in. So a bit of, I would say, unlucky streak also, but that is how it works. I think we all know that when it's not working for you, it's not working for
It's
you, but
not
I think it's a
working.
great opportunity for them to change it today.
I love that there's a saying in cricket that, not a saying, but it's just said between cricketers that it's, somewhat my maths might be very wrong here, but
That's okay.
10% is skill. How much is remaining? But it's what?
90% is in the remaining.
No, I was thinking of other things as well.
I think it's
It's
70% in
basically
head, 30% in the execution. Was that
it's
what you were going for?
more than skill and mental like fortitude. It's about luck in cricket.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
what I was going to say. I'm not getting into the numbers because clearly I am not very good at this. But Beth Mooney came out and talked about how much they want to put up on the scoreboard. And Ishan, she said that it would be very nice if they can put 190 on the scoreboard. And do you think that's enough for a team like UP
How
Warriors?
much?
190.
190. I mean,
It would be nice.
190 190 is a really good total, but if they'll get to 190, that will be a question because it's not that easy. I think we only saw it last night, so reaching 190 will be a task. If they reach 190, then with the
Yes.
GG bowling lineup, they should look to defend it because if they can't defend 190 and if they lose 3 out of 3, then that will be pretty disheartening. So I'm sure if they reach 190, then they should look to defend it. But again, Gage, it's going to be a hard task, reaching that 190 total because it's never easy. And the UP Warriors squad also has some quality bowlers. Diti Sharma as well is there, and she tends to slow it up in the air, which gets harder to hit at a certain point. So I think it's going to get hard. 190 is seeming a little improbable at the moment, but if they do that, then they should go on to win that game.
Okay, two very interesting changes in the Gujarat Giants squad here. Laura Woodward comes in for Leah Tahuhu, and Krishna Veda Murthy is replaced by Mannat
What?
Kashyap.
Trisha has something to say.
It's Veda Krishnamurthy, not Krishna Veda Murthy. It's Veda Krishnamurthy makes way for Mannat Kashyap.
Yes.
And
Why was
Chamari
that?
Atabatu also comes in place of Talia Magra.
Yay, finally. I've been so excited to watch Chamari, but she's just not been
Who's
getting
coming
any.
in?
Sorry?
Saima Thakur comes in. Oh, also UP has a force change, of course. Saima Thakur comes in place of Vrinda Dinesh. Anyway,
It's been unfortunate for Vrinda, hasn't it? Because in the first two matches, she didn't do very well. And now she's out because of injury. And, it's the Ishan Kishan dilemma that you've gone for such big number, such big, bid. And then, it must be so much frustration for Vrinda at this point.
But I think, Gargi, isn't that one of the things or one of the aims of franchisee cricket is to invest in new talent, right? Someone like Vrinda is pretty young and she's going to go on for many years. This is not, and she'll only grow in strength. That's what we can hope. It's unfortunate for her that she will not play any part in this year's WPL. But I'm sure, in the future, she'll prove whether she is worth the amount that was spent or not.
Yes. And I don't
Sneha,
think you really do much
yeah.
in such situations as well. I think, there's
Exactly.
very little that you can do. And it's just one of those things that you have to learn and move on from, I guess. I think that's what the focus should be on.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why Talia McGrath was pushed out of the squad. Is there did she have a niggle or something? I don't understand. She's been performing, so it must be a
I
niggle.
think not scoring runs. That's why they're bringing in Chamari Athapattu because I don't get it.
They've just only played 3 games.
Yes, Snehashish, please.
Who is going to open? Madhyatapattu, Laura Woodward. Who is going to open?
Laura Woodward is in Gujarat. Chamari Athapattu is in UP.
Oh, sorry.
You and Ishan have to stop doing this.
Here's a humble request.
Started going for Laura and okay, I have completely forgotten the name. Today, what is happening?
Chamari.
Muni and Laura will open for Gujarat for sure. Oh my God.
A humble request to UP Warriors and Gujarat Giants, whoever is, deciding the theme and everything, you need to take different colors now.
Yes,
Because
100%.
it's the orange that gets us, actually.
I thought UP is yellow.
No,
No, but
we're
it's got the similar
Similar.
look.
I agree. But
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think also Snehashish and Ishan have to stop confusing us. Gargi, you have to stop confusing numbers and names. Right, we are back on track. Gargi, you tell me, you have, I think you have played or at least watched Veda closely. Do you think it's a good move to get someone like a
No, I
Veda?
haven't.
Huh?
That was
You have watched
Chimina.
Veda play, right? You have.
Yes. On TV,
Uh,
yes.
that, so why? I mean, do you think it's a good change to getting Mannat, because Mannat is not going to give you batting, that's for sure.
Yeah.
She's going to give you 4 overs, okay, but she's not going to give you batting. And with Chamari, now I have another question. UP actually has left-handers in the batting order.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this move?
You know what? I wouldn't have made this change because I would want Gujarat Giants to put some runs on the scoreboard because that's where we've been struggling. To have an extra bowler just, weakens that batting lineup a little bit. Because at this point, I believe Gujarat Giants needs to focus more on putting runs on the scoreboard than, taking wickets, because that is a secondary thing that is something that can be controlled. But no, it
Gargi,
can.
are you a batter or a bowler? I want to know, because only a batter would say something like that. Like, you guys negate us bowlers all the time.
No, I mean, look, you have good bowlers in your team, all right. But you need, because right now no one is scoring, you need to have someone to score. You need to have a stable batter in there that's not going to lose their wicket in like the 2 overs that they play. Batters need to stop coming in and going out in the field for Gujarat Giants. That's, I think, and especially now that they are, batting first. Always
And I
have to
think
consider the
Phoebe
toss.
Laura,
Litchfield
would
has
you
to
agree?
really deliver, I feel. Phoebe Litchfield, I think she's
Yeah.
got so much potential. And, in the last two games, she's just not looked the part. So I feel that if at least someone takes the responsibility up the order, then that whole batting lineup gets pretty much sorted out. Like the
Yeah.
other team that we noticed. So Shafali Verma has done it for Delhi Capitals. If someone gets runs up the order, Smriti Mandana's got runs for RCB. So basically, we need one person to get the runs, and if that one person does it, then I feel the lower end of the batting lineup gets figured out in a way, which has not happened for Gigi. So
Snehashish Leah who is such a giant when it comes to international cricket, but it's also unfair to judge a player after only 3 games, but she's hasn't stood out yet. And do you think that's the reason why they called in Chamari? Sorry, they called in Laura Wultwat today.
Maybe because bowling has been a concern because
Maybe.
because bowling has been a concern and as Trishadi earlier said on a show with us that for an overseas bowler, bowling in an Indian condition is not an easy because you can't expect a bowler to come and straight bowling in the same line and because you have to change the line and length, you have to use like cutters and all to get some wickets. Even yesterday's matches, again me and Trishadi was having a discussion during the match that when Day Clark was bowling that off cutters after getting smashed like 12 or 13 runs in the first over, then coming back and bowling two super over and taking 2 wickets slower balls. So that's the thing. Any bowler, how many experience you have doesn't matter. But when you come to India in this type of wickets, you have to learn quickly. And I think in 2 matches that was lacking, and I think that's why Gigi thought let's see to have a change and let's see how what Chamani Atabatu can bring. And as Tushadi said that with his off spin and left-handers in the opposition team, I think that can be a good matchup.
I think for Talia McGrath and both Leah Tahuhu as well, there's a niggle
okay.
because that's what I'm speculating because not
But
much
even
has been
there
revealed by
wasn't.
the captains.
I think we have seen the way the pitch has especially this pitch. There is one good batting strip which was used in yesterday's match.
Yes.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it's all slowish wickets.
Hmm.
That is where I think I mean, I will again refer to the conversation that Snehashish was saying that we had. We have a lot of conversations, guys. But anyway, getting back to that, I
You
think
guys need to have these conversations on the show.
yeah.
Block each
Okay,
other on social media till then.
okay, sure. So what? Uh, actually, I think the problem is Lee Tahu was bowling fast enough for the players to actually get the ball and smash it. You need slower bowlers, or absolutely someone who's stingy fast, like an Shabnir Ismail.
Mhm.
Tahu is somewhere in between. That is where the problem was. My only concern is there is already a left arm spinner in Tanuja Kanwar. I hope I have got the name right. Kanwar, I know, is right.
Hmm.
I think it's Tanuja Kanwar only.
Tanuja, yes, it is Tanuja.
Yeah, yeah. I think we already like Giants already has that left arm spin option. Maybe they could have tried a Priya Mishra. Priya Mishra is a leg spinner. But again, Gargi, you and I won't really know if who was the better bowler in the nets when they were practicing. But I
Hmm.
Right.
think strengthening the spin bowling actually makes sense, because Catherine Bryce has been bowling well.
Hmm.
That has helped
Yeah.
them. That has actually put, and not only has she been bowling well, she has also contributed with the bat. So that has kind of helped make this decision. Otherwise, for whatever reason, resting someone like Lita, who is a very very tough call.
Yes, exactly. And I think there's something going on, maybe something going on behind the scenes, that maybe they're going in with a different combination or something.
Exactly.
Gujarat Giants, when it comes to
Maybe.
Gujarat Giants, because Beth Mooney, I was just going through the captain's quote during the toss, and she thinks that compared to the last couple of games that they have played, they have more batting lineup today. So I
Okay,
don't know
see,
how, maybe
if
because of
you
Laura.
test the lineup, no, it will be Mooney, Laura, Woolward. At number
Yeah.
three will be Hurley Deol. At number four will be
Phoebe,
Litchfield. Yeah, at
Dayalu,
five,
Maybe.
Hemalata or Ash Gardner, depending on the over. And six will be the other one of Gardner,
the two.
Hemalata, yeah. And seven
Seven
will
will
be
be
Tanuja.
Catherine Bryce.
Sorry, seven would be Catherine Bryce. Eight would be Tanuja. So yeah,
Hmm.
they have
Sneha
eight.
Rana.
Yeah. Oh, Oh
Near
my
Rana.
God. They have
Yeah.
Iran as well.
So
Yeah.
that's a heavy batting lineup that actually.
And
Yeah.
I think Mannat can contribute. It's not like Mannat is absolutely a zero, but I would
Mm-hmm.
hope he does. Honestly, Gargi, what I would like to see is someone like an Ash Gardner coming in the 12th or 13th over.
Hmm.
That is when she can actually play her game.
I was just going to,
Yes.
taking this point. I just want Ashley Gardner to bat at number four. Number four, I think the best slot, because me and Trishadi again were searching for stats regarding Ashley Gardner in BBL, and we saw that her best innings came while batting at number three or number four. And I think that is the best part, because when you give a quality player like Ashley Gardner two birds, then she can get some early balls to get settled and then go for the big shot and play
Yeah.
until the 20th over. So I think I think you can use Litchfield as an opener, and then use Ashley Gardner. That will be a good combination for Gigi.
But then
Yeah,
where will
exactly.
come
Because,
to bat?
sorry.
Then no, I'm just asking because Neha, she said you can have Litchfield open, but also Litchfield is not opening because Mooney and Litchfield both are lefties. No, makes more
Hmm.
Mm.
sense not to have two
Yeah.
lefties opening.
That's also a point.
And
But I
also,
think the point is to try and make sure all your best batters are batting as much as possible on the crease, because that makes the most difference. So the longer time that you're out of out of the middle, the more you get comfortable to the wicket and the faster you can play your shots. So I think that's the point which is made, and I think that's what the GG team has to focus on most.
yeah,
Exactly.
and
That's why I'm talking about Ash Gardner in the 12th. Oh, sorry, Kari.
yeah. No, it's okay. But
No, just
I
one
was
point. Yeah,
just,
that is what I was saying. If Ash Gardner comes out on the in the 12th over, which basically means that Gujarat has already got a good start. And when I'm saying 12th
Yeah.
over, it doesn't matter if till 12th over your opening partnership goes on. Bring her in the
hmm,
third, like when the
yeah,
first wicket comes. Don't go into whether she's going in at number three or number four. Just go by the number of overs, because you have 8 overs of Ash Gardner means and Ash also can like play her proper game if she has good 7-8 overs and not 5 wickets down.
exactly. That's what I was saying. Actually, the similar thing, that Ashley Gardner isn't someone who just comes onto the crease and goes bang bang. She needs her time to settle in, and get going. But that's what Ashley Gardner needs today. If, like Trisha said, I'm basically saying the same thing, that if the situation allows, Ashley Gardner should be brought in, around 12th to 15th over. Anything later after that is a bit
Yeah.
too. That just
Bit too
pressure
late.
puts a lot of pressure on Ashley Gardner to
Yes.
perform.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and play starts in a few minutes. We do. I don't know where 20 minutes went, but a lot of a lot of things happened here. But now time for predictions. Trisha,
G G G G G.
how many runs do they put on the scoreboard? 190?
No, no, I would be happy with 150. 150, 155 in this pitch is perfectly fine.
Has anyone been keeping track of their predictions, like who's right? And
Yesterday I won. Yesterday I won.
yeah, that's
I was the only
you were
one
the
who has said
only
DC.
one.
Yes.
Well
Ishan,
done.
Actually,
I'll
full
go with
but
Gigi
track.
because Atrisha is always right, as it seems. So
Ishan just doesn't want to get, a nice earful from Trisha. That's why.
That's why he has got, but he has predicted GG. He has not predicted the total. Snehashish.
Yes.
Same 150 to 60 and Gigi winning today. First win. Sure.
I also think Gujarat Giants will go up to 160 and then win.
Whoa!
Let's see.
I hope
Ooh.
Gujaratans just, if they can sneak in and watch this show and get a little more motivated,
Oh
good.
yeah, four four people rooting for them.
I
Four.
know.
Mind blowing.
And
But
maybe
okay.
avoid maths absolutely. Like, no
Yeah,
numbers.
I've always done that. That's why I'm like this. Okay. So Ishan is back. Please complete your predictions and then we can end the show.
Then we can wrap up.
I guess Ishan. Okay. Anyways, that wraps up our conversation. We'll be back at the end of the match, of course, and tomorrow as well before the match starts. So stay tuned to Ref Sports.